Okay, I'm here. Sorry, I'm running a little late today. I scheduled the event and then I just was like, I gotta get my stuff out of the car. So I thought I'd share some treasures with you because I went shopping yesterday. It was Wednesday. My daughter had art class. So I went by Savers because it's savings pastime. Savings pastime is the best time of year because each one of these little suckers is 30% off of my purchases. And that adds up. Whenever you spend like $100 and $150, it really kind of changes the game a little bit. Yesterday, my savings pass saved me $29.30. So you can do the math on that. I spent 61 bucks after my discount, and I will show you the little goodies that I got. I didn't get a ton of stuff, and I didn't get anything that was really hit it out of the park. So if you're expecting a hit it out of the park item, you're gonna be disappointed. Everybody say good morning to Malcolm. Good morning, Malcolm. I know you guys can't see him, but he's actually like right here. Like right here. Right there. He gets in my way all the time, and I actually talk to him like, move, Malcolm. Get out of the way, Malcolm. Oh my gosh, Malcolm. Like, like I guess he's my cubicle buddy, because but he has a tier. I made him whenever Jeff Davidson sold all of his babies. Jeff Davidson apparently ran across a bag full of little giraffe plushes, and there was a whole bunch of them, and he like sold them all. So I made a tier for Malcolm because all of his babies were gone. But I guess they got good homes. So, but anyway, so let's go ahead and get started on what I picked up. Let me take a look at the chat real quick, and then I will get gearing. So, but good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness, there's Craig. Good morning, Craig. So, anyway, if y'all don't know who's Craig, you can ask him who the F is Craig, because that's his name. It's kind of an inside joke. All right, so let's get going. I need to hurry up because I've got some stuff to do today, and I'm actually I'll probably have an eBays and baking coming out maybe tomorrow if I feel up to it, because I've got so much stuff like going on in my brain that I woke up this morning at like 4:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep for like over an hour because my brain would like not stop trying to solve the problems of the world, or at least my little world. And so yeah, I need to come up with a good game plan. I keep talking to you guys about my plans and my game plans and things that I want to do, and I really need to get some structure in on that. So I think I'll do an eBays and bacon maybe tomorrow, because I need to sort out my little brain. So all right, so the first thing you guys see is this Brother laser. It was sitting up over on the shelf by the plug. I'm not sure why, like it was like by the testing area. So I assumed that it was broken, but I think they just couldn't find a plug. So I went over to the electronics section and kind of hunted around on some of the other printers, and I didn't find one because, you know, they had the HP ones and the Epson ones, and those aren't the same. The Canon ones, they aren't the same. The ones that go to the Brother are just like the generic power plugs that you plug up to your TV or to your monitor, or, you know. So I ended up finding one. It was just like laying over in the corner, and I took it over and plugged it in, and everything powered up fine. It sounded fine. The only thing it said was that it needed toner, so I'm assuming this person didn't want to buy toner for it, which makes no sense at all, because Brothers are really great with the aftermarket toner. I've been buying aftermarket toner from, I believe it's VA4 Inc. or something similar along those lines. I've been buying toner from them for like 4 years, and I only go through one like toner a year, maybe 1.25. Like I might change my toner cartridge like every, I don't know, 15 months or something. I mean, every like, not 15 months, every like 10 months. So it's like almost a year. Whenever you find these, this is like the 5th one. I've only ever bought one Brother brand new. I bought it at Office Depot on a deal I saw on Slick Deals with a coupon. It only cost me like $44, and it included a 2-year replacement warranty, which I've never had any issues with any Brother. So paying extra for a warranty on a Brother is like stupid because it's not going to break down. They're like little workhorses, and if you're a reseller, get a laser. If you're still using ink cartridges, you are wasting your money. Like, you are wasting so much money every month. When I used to use a regular inkjet, I mean, it would cost me $50 a month in ink. I'm spending $13. So if I'm using one every 10 months, then let's just say I'm spending $16 a year to power my printer, like for toner. If you do find them at the thrift store, just make sure that they have the holders, because sometimes I found them where they did it. See, this has a legitimate Brother toner cartridge in it. So I'm thinking that they just ran out and they went to Office Depot and were like, oh, the toner is like $70, and then they just donated it. But you can get the aftermarket toner. It'll come in a little thing just like this for super duper cheap, and you won't have any issues with it. It's super easy. And then also on these, there's probably toner in here still. You can cover up the little sensor on the side that lets it know that the cartridge is empty, and you'll get like 2 or 3 more months out of your cartridge. Like, they're not really empty. They just think they're empty. So I paid $9.99 for that, and then it was 30% off. So $6.99 for, this is a wireless one. This is a 2270 Brother wireless printer, and I like this one. I actually use that one every day. I had bought another one for $12.99 at the thrift store like a year ago. Because I like it because it does auto duplexing. So it'll do front and back. So when I'm printing out manuals, because that's something that I do for electronics and small appliances that I sell, I'll go in and I'll print the manuals out. That's a very good selling point, especially if you're doing like merchant fulfilled on Amazon, for you to be able to put in the condition notes that it's used, but it has the printed manual. And you just call it that, printed manual. And I do that, you know, basically with anything that I have that's used that doesn't have the manual. And it's a good selling point for your item. You'll get more money for it that way. So having the 2-sided auto duplexing, that's what duplexing is, 2-sided. You can print manuals pretty easily and cheaply. You don't use a lot of paper. All right, so let me get to the things. Oh, I went this morning on Hatchimal hunt, because I went to Target yesterday. If you're looking for Hatchimals, here's a tip for you. Okay. Later on today, if you look at the app, or I mean, if you look at the website on the in-stock status, it's going to say like out of stock, out of stock, out of stock everywhere. If you check the stock status on Target.com for the Targets in your area in the morning before they open, if you check at like 6:30 in the morning, it's going to tell you the stores that received them that will be putting them on the shelves when they open. A lot of times they're not actually on the shelf, like they're still on a pallet in the back. But if it says that they're in stock and the store has not opened yet, they have them there. So I went yesterday and ended up getting one, and I was really excited. I got there first. I was the first one there. It was like 7:30. It's not like I got there at like 5 a.m. And there at 7:30, and I figured that store had the best odds of having them in stock, even if more people showed up, because it had 2 models that were saying that they were in stock, which means that the store should have received 4 total, because they're going to have 2 and 2. So I went over there, and I was the first one there, and then like people started showing up a little bit after, and so there was like 6 people waiting for the Hatchimals. And everything was really diplomatic before the store opened. Once the store opened, everyone scattered. So trust no one if you're in line waiting on the Hatchimals, because if they were on the shelf and not like still sitting in the back, I probably wouldn't have gotten one. But anyway, 2 of the people left because they didn't want to wait on them to bring them out of the back. So me and 3 other people were waiting on them to find them on the pallets, and they brought them out, so we each got one. I was gonna list it yesterday, but my friend, who I also sent over to another Target, has been looking for them for her daughter for Christmas. And her daughter is my daughter's best friend. They've been best friends since they were itty bitty babies, for 8 years, and my daughter's 9. And so she's a really good friend of mine. So I was like, you know, yeah, I could make, you know, after fees and stuff, like $80, but like, this is my friend and she's been looking for these stupid things. So I went ahead and like sent her a picture with me of it. I was like, look, I was like, do you have $60 to give me as a token of my good friendship? And she's like, oh my God, I have $60. So it was awesome. But I went again this morning because we were out. We had to go to the bank. And I checked on the website, and yesterday they were out of stock, obviously. Like last night when I checked, they were out of stock. And when I looked on there this morning, one of them was in stock. So I went over there, but the bank opened at 8, so I didn't get to Target until 8:06, and they were gone. Like, obviously, they had gotten 2, and they were gone already. So, but if you're looking for Hatchimals, that's the way to go. And there's a couple people saying like, oh, they said they're going to get a whole bunch for Black Friday. And some people saying like, oh, they're not going to make any more this year. Who knows? Like, it's kind of one of those things who you going to believe? And, you know, I don't know. I was feeling weird about trying to sell one because I was like, well, it would kind of mean that I couldn't do returns, because then that person could be like, you know, basically I found one, the price went down, here's your Hatchimal back. And then also I heard that some of them don't work. So the last thing I want is for them to like get it, open it on Christmas, and then the thing doesn't hatch, and then I'm responsible, and then I'm having to give them back $150. I don't know. I felt weird about trying to sell it anyway. So it kind of worked out that my friend needed one. But I still went this morning to try to get one just because I was already in the neighborhood. I was like a shopping center over from the Target. Are you guys hunting for Hatchimals? I know people have been hunting for the NESs, the little classic minis. I haven't seen any of those be in stock anywhere. And I'm not a run around and look for things kind of person, but let's see. Ooh, Lisa K says she got an alicorn. That is so awesome because those actually aren't in stock now. Are those just, alicorns are only Target, right? Adam Cotter says, I would be looking for Hatchimals if Deb wasn't stealing them all. I'm not. I got one. My goodness. Okay. All right. So let's just, I still haven't gotten to the crap that I bought. I mean, treasures. Okay. So I picked up this little box of 500 flashcards of American Sign Language. It was only 99 cents, and with the 30% off, you know, it cost me like 70 cents. So let me go ahead and bring it up here. It said on the bottom that they sold for $24.99 new. Not blinds. And so here's the cards. There's 12 available, and the majority of them are new, like they're all new, for $21. And so I wasn't really sure about picking it up, but then when I looked at the completeds, the used ones seemed to do fine. Like, okay, let's see. This one was $24.95 and it sold for $17. And that one was 10 plus shipping, and this is $12.50. So I was like, well, for 70 cents, you know, I can probably list these for $14.95 and put them in a flat rate padded mailer and just really take like one picture of it and move on with my day. So kind of like a quick little profit. Nothing super amazing. Like I said, I didn't get anything to really hit it out of the park. It was really just bread and butter. Talking to Jenny Benny yesterday while I was at the store, I was sending her silly pictures, like, you know, weird faces. And she was like, well, you're just getting bread and butter stuff. And I'm like, I don't want bread and butter. I want honey. And she's like, well, then I guess you're getting steak and potatoes. And I was like, I don't want steak and potatoes. I want lobsters. So, yeah. Next thing I picked up, and this was actually the first thing that I saw, were these Remington King of Shaves blade packs. And there's 3 of them in here, so that makes 18. I paid $2.99, and then minus my discount. I checked them on Amazon, and there was only like one, and it was ranked at like 200 and something thousand. And it's entirely possible that it's ranked that high because it was out of stock and maybe somebody just sent them in. I didn't have Keepa when I was in the store, so I really have no idea what the we can look it up here and I'll show you like how I would have determined that, if they were like newly in stock or not. So when I looked at the completeds on these, this is what I saw. So here's 18, which is what I have. So 3 packs, 3 packs of 6, and they sold for $29.99 just last week. And then individual packages were selling for, you know, about $10 free shipping. So I'm thinking that I could list these for like $24.95. And they're going to ship in an 8-ounce package. So, I mean, stick it in a box, 8 ounces, $2.60, and boom. Let me show you over on Amazon what that Keepa chart is going to look like. And we can kind of determine if it would be something to send to Amazon or not. I don't think so, because not at $14.95 a piece, that really doesn't give you very much profit over at Amazon. And so when you have things that are like $12.95 and $14.95, your fees are so freaking high that. Okay, so those aren't in stock. There's one here, and you can see the rank is. I'm so glad they started putting the ranks in your things. So 243,000 is the rank on that. And let's go ahead and look at the Keepa chart. We can see Keepa. Okay, so the rank is high because they are newly in stock. So you can see here, they were in stock and their rank was much lower at 85,000. You can see over here they were in stock and the rank was really low back in August. The rank was down at 38,000 and then it got up. And then it ran out of stock September the 1st, and you can see the rank kind of skyrocketed. They came back in stock on September the 12th, and it got purchased on September the 16th. You can see the rank dropped, and also the item was no longer there. So it sold. I guess it took it, what, 5 days? 4 days? 4 days to sell for $21.99. Then they were out of stock, and you can see the rank got all the way up to $250,000. And then they came back in stock on the 27th of September. And these are all third-party sellers. These aren't Amazon people. And so they kind of sat there, let's see, from the 27th through the 3rd. So they must have had multiples, and they sold one. And then it looks like on the 5th, they sold another one for $15. And then on the 10th, they sold another one for $15. And then on the 16th, it looks like they sold one. So they must have had like 6 of them. And then it looks like, again, on the 22nd, they sold. So the rank was down at 64. So they were in stock for a month. It took them about a month to sell, what, 1, 2, 3. They had 4, possibly 5 or 6. So it took them a month to sell their minimum of 4 they had. And then they were out of stock. So then the rank jumps up. This is why you can't trust rank. You have to really investigate. So the rank jumped up, and then it looks like they just got in stock October the 31st at $24.99. And then sold. Boom, rank falls on the 6th. So it took them 6 days to sell one at $24.99. And then they were out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. And you can see that the rank goes up. And on the 16th, they came back in stock. So as of yesterday, so if I would have looked this up the day before yesterday, I would have seen none in stock. And now you can see $14.95. The rank is really high. And you'd be like, wow, this product's not very good. That's not true. If you look at Keepa and look at the trends, you can see they sell within a couple of days, like 5 days. It looks like every 5, like they'll sell in 5 days. So I would suspect if we went back and looked at this by the 21st, this wouldn't be here anymore. They would have sold their blades. So I don't know, maybe I can send them into Amazon because these ones sold for $24.99. So maybe I could send them in for, $19.95 or, I don't know. We'll have to see. So did that make sense, like me explaining that Keepa chart to you, like how that works on, kind of paying attention, of how the rank can be really misleading. Because people are like, oh, well, that's not a good product. It has a 250,000 rank and it's only $14. Why would I want to buy those? Like that, if somebody ran across 100 of them, they'd be like, that's not worth buying, when really it kind of is. All right. So I got 3 of those. I don't know if I'm going to send them in or not because I don't have a shipment going in, so I would have to just send these, which it would only cost me $3 to send it in. It's not like it's super expensive. Oh my gosh. Okay, I picked up something for one of my friends, my reseller friend. So I'm not going to show it to you because they're totally awesome, but I need to get them out of the way. So y'all don't look. Okay. Also, if you are a member of the $1,500 room, $1,500 room is the group that I've had for since March, I believe, or April of 2015. It's a really awesome reseller community. We're kind of just friends. You're not going to go there and discover all the secrets of eBay and Amazon. It's kind of the break room of the reseller community. It's for intermediate sellers. We do not answer a lot of questions, like we don't do, oh, what's this worth and what's that. It's kind of one of those things, like if we know, like we kind of all know each other. So if somebody does ask, like, hey, what is this? We totally know they did all of their research because, it's like they know. Like it's like if I ask, and I don't know everything. I totally don't. I don't know a lot of things. But if I ask in a reseller community, like, hey, does anybody know what this is? I've looked in eBay, I've looked in Google, I've looked on WorthPoint, I've looked over here, I've done image searches, I've done, I've basically exhausted every possible way of finding out something. If I'm asking, hey, do you guys recognize this? It's because I've exhausted all of my resources. And that's kind of the way the $1,500 room is. There's not a lot of, it's just us BSing around. So if you're an intermediate seller that just kind of wants to hang out and not have a lot of drama, there's like no drama in there. That's what the group was made for. It was basically just made for people to have a place to kind of just go share their woohoos, like, oh my gosh, look at what I sold, this is awesome, or look at what I picked up, this is great, and for people to, you know, celebrate with them, or post something funny, or, you know, hey, I'm cleaning my office, or whatever, without it being like 1,001 questions about how do you ship a shirt, or, you know, just kind of like those beginner questions that there are amazing groups for. There's like so many groups. So it was kind of, it's just like a water cooler kind of place to be. But anyway, my point is, if you are a member of the $1,500 room, I will be putting up the post for the Secret Santa gift exchange. We did it last year. It was a whole lot of fun. We had about 55 people that participated. So it was super awesome, and a lot of great gifts went out last year. So I will be putting up the post for the Secret Santa gift exchange, so make sure to look out for it. And I'm lazy, so it's just going to be like a copy of last year's. Like, so. All right. Oh, here's this thing I didn't even look up, but it totally looked like it was worth money. Do you ever have those things that you're like, you just know it's worth something? I don't know if I can even sell this. I'm going to have to like sell it on another platform, because it says it's a prescription device. But it was $5.99. But tell me you wouldn't have bought this. I didn't pay any attention to it. I just kind of threw it in my cart, and then I like went on my way. It is a precision charging system, taking control of your pain. And we all know pain management is a huge thing nowadays. This is like a whole system in here. I don't know if this is like a TENS unit or what this is. It works. I hope I don't explode. It's beeping. Do not expose to fire. I will not. So this is a charger. So I need to look this up and see what this is. See, here's a little control-y thingy. Precision system. Here we go. Oh, there's a whole bunch of books in here. Oh, I think this is a TENS unit, because look, it's got the little pads. Oh, you know what? This might be just a good purchase for my household, because my... Oh, wait a minute. I know what this is. Oh, this is prescription. This is the control module for those implants that they give you for your back. They insert a... Wow, somebody donated this? They insert this little thing in your back. It sounds horrible. They wanted to do it to my husband. That basically triggers your nerves and like vibrates and does something, and it's supposed to help with your pain. I bet you that's what this is, because this says implant. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna look this up. This might be something I can sell on Craigslist, because that is like a $15,000 surgery. So let's see what these are. That's $5.99. I just kind of like, I was like, oh, look, I saw the word pain, and I saw a device, and then I saw $5.99. So then I just put it in my cart. So we have a Precision SC5312. I bet you there's not any on here. Oh, here's one. Because mine has the little remote in the box, and I don't even think that's supposed to be in there. Okay, here's one that's sold. $80. Let's see if there's any listed. So here's one listed. It's just the charging station. It's $53.12. I wonder if I can sell it just off of the fact that it's not an actual device. Like, it's just the charger It's just the charger. I don't know. I might just see if there's like a medical forum somewhere. See, here's the remotes. 150 bucks. Here's a complete system. Holy crap. Do I have all this stuff? Hold on. Back up. Wait a minute. We need to pause for a moment, Bebop. Okay, I've got plugs. I got that little thingy. I have a belt. I have a remote. I have a remote thingy. I have I have adhesive kits. I do not have these thingies. The little charger. Charging bay. I don't have the charging bay, but I have the power cord for the charging bay. Oh my gosh, do I have to go over to Savers and see if they have these up on the little electronics wall? Because I have this stuff. I have that. I have the remote. I've got that middle thing. I've got that thing in the bags. I have the power cord. I've got the book. I just don't have this little round circle dealy. I don't have that and that. I need these two items. I have everything else. I wonder if I can just order one from the company. What did these people call it? Boston Scientific Precision. All right, let me use some different keywords here. Boston Scientific Precision. Oh, yes. Okay. So I have that. Well, this is going to take some research then, because maybe I lied. Maybe when I how do you say that? How do you say that word? Prefaced? Prefaced? Brain. Anyway, when I prefaced. This video saying that I didn't have any home runs, it might have been a big fat lie, because I need to do some more research and my $5.99 might be worth money. Who knows? You guys know? Okay, Ruthie says it's professed. Is it professed? All right. Stock Jockey's asking, is yours made by Boston Scientific? Yes, it is. It is by Boston Scientific. Prefaced. Okay, let's move on. I bought a bunch of plush yesterday and I felt all stupid. See, it is spelled prefaced, but yeah, prefaced. Yeah, they're all determined, like prefaced. Okay, so I bought a bunch of plush yesterday, and I felt really bad about it, only because like they were 12. They were like $2.99 a piece and $1.99 a piece. You know, and I'm used to paying $2.99 for an entire bag, which, guys, I have been itching like crazy to go buy plush. I am going to probably, and I've been talking about this for a couple weeks, but I am going to go have an epic plush haul, because I'm just going to take $100 and I'm going to go buy all of the plush at the plush store, because I've been like itching for plush, and it's like plush season. Christmas time is great time for plush. So is Valentine's Day. All right, let's get going. Let's keep going here. I picked up some stuff for my daughter for Christmas. I always try to pick up like just small like stocking stuffer type stuff at the thrift store. And these are little Build-A-Bear shoes. Aren't those cute? Little sandals. She used to have some shoes like this with the rainbow stuff on it. Anyway, these were $5.99 minus my discount. And these will just go little stocking stuffer. As will these magical eggs that apparently hatch and grow beans. Way back before Hatchimals, you could grow and hatch beans. You see, they were called magic eggs, and they were on clearance for 2 cents. What Walmart was this at? 2 cents. Hatching instructions. Open your egg by tapping the top with a spoon. Water it frequently, but do not soak, and it needs plenty of sun. As your bean plant grows, watch your personalized message come to life. Oh my goodness, it has a thing on it. The leaf has a message. It's a message bean. This one says, this one says, I love you. And the other one says, thank you. Oh, she's going to get a kick out of that. That's also going to be a stocking stuffer. Let me look these things up. I didn't even, the magic egg. And it brings up a Hatchimal. I don't see these things. The magic egg bean? Maybe? Nope. Magic egg. I'm getting a telephone call. Magic bean plant. Nope. I don't know. Anyway, she's getting them for Christmas. I've never heard of these things. Like Eva's. What spreadsheet do you use that you show us sometimes? It keeps easy auction tracker. And don't buy it yet because you need to wait for the 2017 version. They only run from January through December, and then you have to rebuy them end of December. So just wait until next month to buy your 2017 version, because you're not gonna get a whole lot out of it right now if you bought it at the moment. Okay, I bought these things, not necessarily for resale. They were $1.99, and I know you guys, I'm only showing you. Oh, Amy says they're selling a combo right now for $59.99. Oh, that's cool. I mean, the combo, what that's going to give you is you'll end up with part of August, September, October, and then November, December. So you'll get 5 months. Well, like 4.5. Because it's only going to go back 90 days. And if you bought it today, then you'll get like mid-August, like August 20th, maybe? Yeah, like August 20th through the end of the year. And then the new year. That's a good deal, $59.99, because the thing is like $49.99. So for $10 extra, you can kind of get used to it. Yeah, that's not bad. Go ahead and buy it. Okay, so I bought these little hookies thingies because I want to make this, and I probably bought the wrong things, but I'm going to show you what I want to make. And I'm not crafty, but I thought, and I remember from like when I was a kid, I could crochet good enough to like do something. And I decided that I wanted to make this with my daughter because it would be something that we could do together, and then like she could have it like in her life as an adult, and it would be like a nice memory. So this is what I want to make. I want to make this peacock blanket. And so they have the like the pattern and stuff for you to make the little peacock feathers. And then you can, you know, put them together and make a blanket. So I want to do that with my daughter. So I ended up buying, I thought I bought some crochet hooks recently, but I guess I didn't. I ended up buying like those crochet or knitting circles. I don't know what these are, guys. What are these? They're like wood, and some of them are plastic. And they're little hooks, but then they also have little enclosures. Like, what is this? It doesn't close, so what does it do? Help me, crafting people. I don't know what these are. But here's like the wood one. They all have those little enclosures. But anyway, I ended up with 6 of them. They were $1.99 for 3. So with my discount, I ended up basically paying 50 cents a piece for them. This one's made in the USA. Go USA, made in here. Burnout Yards. Let me look it up. This one's the only one that has a name on it. Oh, I closed my eBay. No, I didn't. Here it is. Okay. Burn mat yarn. I'm gonna put wood. That might break it down. Okay, it's called a latch hook rug tool. Okay, so they're latch hook tools. So you can't use them for crocheting then? Guess not. Yep, they're latch hook tools. And okay. And it looks like this one that was made in the USA is worth about $4. Man, I was really hoping these were for crocheting because, you know, like it's hard to hold a little needle, and these have like this handy dandy handle on it. I don't know what I'm doing with these. I guess I'll lot them together and put some on eBay. All right, next up. So over in the appliance department, moving on to another aisle, I picked up this Keurig carafe, and inside of it, it had these handy dandy reusable pod thingies, which is really strange because isn't this for the 2.0 system, and don't 2.0 systems not use these things? Like you can't use them unless you hack them. I didn't look this up at all. It was $3.99. I just went ahead and threw it in the cart. Let's go ahead and see what it's worth. Joni says, I need a size G or J crochet hook for the rug. Okay. All right. Mother of Dragon says, I search the appliance aisles and there's always old man pickers surrounding them like vultures. Chad's over there? Oh, you should say hi. He's not watching me. He will never know unless you tell him. Don't be snitches. Okay, so let's go Keurig carafe. Let's see if I wasted my money or not. I may have. Are these the same? Oh, okay. Yeah, these might be the 2.0 pod dealies because I'm looking at the. These don't even stay closed. But these look the same as the ones on, so this must be for the 2.0 because these look exactly the same as the ones they have for sale on eBay. How do these even work? Where's the, how does the coffee come out? Check these out, guys. Okay, look. Like, you know, normally, here, let me show you what they normally look like. Okay, so normally they look like this, right? They have the little, like, netting on the side. But then look at mine. They don't have any on the side. It just has it inside. But there's no holes on the bottom. How does the coffee come out? Maybe I just don't know how 2.0 systems work because I don't understand how these work. Anyway, so there's two of them in here and the carafe, but it looks like the carafe isn't selling for that much money. I wonder if I should just hold it until I find a machine that needs a carafe. Well, this one sold for $23. Oh, I want to show you something. I've been wanting, I need to make a video about this, but since you're here, graciously sharing your morning with me, I want to show you how I save things. Okay, so you see these crafts right here, like this one's all handy dandy with all the model numbers and all of that stuff. And then here's another one that's handy with all the model numbers and that stuff. Now, let's see. Let's just say I'm sitting here looking this stuff up with you. And I want to save this like for further research or going, okay, this is the item, like I want to sell something similar to this. Instead of putting it on a watch list, which is going to make me a watcher, I want to put it on a list, which is any of these that I've created. You can see I've got plush research, Ronco parts, mugs, gifts, a wish list, and a research list. So I'm going to put it on the research list. And you can see right here, it was added to my list. That does not make me a watcher. It doesn't add me as a watcher at all. It puts it on my list. And if you want to go to your list, then all the stuff that you have on your list is over here. And you can add to your list items that are active, like this one, and items that are completed, like these. These are all completed listings. These are no longer active anymore. So you can have on your list all of your stuff that you want to like save for research. So I wanted to make a video about that, about how to stop being watchers on people's listings, because you're not going to buy it. You don't need to be a watcher. You can add it to your list and you can actually organize your lists into things that matter. You know, you can name them whatever you want, and you can say, okay, well, all of these are all shoes. This is my list of shoes, and these are my lists for, you know, pants. And you can make all of these different, you know, lists that you'd like without being pesky watchers on somebody's item where they think that you're going to buy it and then you don't because you're just watching it because you've got one like it. So it doesn't show up on there as they're on their watch count if you add them to your list. So yeah, I was going to make a video about that. Green Pasture, if the listing ends, do you lose your listing? No, you can put completed listings on your lists. So it doesn't matter if it's active or completed. You can put them on your lists. All right. So $3.99 on this. I think I can just lot them together and sell them together. $19.95. Mother Dragons, do you guys do collections? I don't, but I think it's a good idea. I just don't know a lot about them. And the reason why I think collections are a good idea is because they show up on the sides of your searches whenever you're searching things. And I'll show you. And it doesn't do it. All right, I'm showing you nothing because eBay says I'm not going to show you these things. All right, hang on. Mickey coffee cup. What have they done? What is this? This is bizarre. Okay, they've changed it. The collections used to come up on the sides, on the right side. Now it's got something called like related searches, which are strange. So never mind. Scratch that. Let's keep going. This is becoming a really long video, and I've got things to do. Plushies. So this is a Target Circo one. It's got a good looking tag on it. And I picked him up because he was kind of rare looking. He's made of canvas. It definitely looked like a nursery decoration, and it definitely, to me, looked like an item that a child would get attached to, and then they don't make this anymore, or anything even remotely similar. Whenever you find plush that looks kind of unique, even if it's crane machine stuff, if you got one of those weird like duck bears and things like that, children get attached to those items, and those items get lost. And it's not like you can just go out and buy another one of your bear ducks because somebody made a weird looking purple green bear looking thing with the duck bill, you know, and your kid loves it and now it's gone, or it's been, you know, it's disintegrated because it's cheap. So anytime I see any kind of strange looking plush, I pay extra attention to it. And this one was really unique, even though I know it's Target. Target is a very popular store, and people buy things for their children, or they have certain decor that they would like to stick with. And I paid $2.99 for this guy. Let me share him with you. Lisa says, now I want a bear duck. There are those, man. There's like weird. Yesterday, I saw this, like, it looked like a lemur. It had these really big eyes, and it was all furry and stuff. And then it had like a mermaid bottom with like fish scales. I was like, what is this? It was so weird. But anyway, okay. Here is my giraffe. Right here. So $35.99, $25. Here's a brand new one listed for $39.95. VHTF. Oh my goodness, it's very hard to find, you guys. On the completed, I didn't really, there was like just this one that this person keeps relisting every 3 days. And then this guy, $35.99. So I figured I could go ahead and list him for like $24.95 free shipping, or $19.95 plus shipping. And yeah, I think $19.95 plus shipping. And see how it goes. I'm gonna have to come up with another keyword than these fellas. Than Target giraffe plush canvas spots and stripes. I'm gonna have to come up with another keyword that makes it stand out. I wonder what I can, because that's what I do. That's the way I do my listings. If I have an item that's the same as other people's, they all have the same keywords, all of these. I try to find an extra one, and I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but I gotta figure it out. That's how you sell stuff. Except for this week, because I ain't selling anything. Oh my gosh, I've had like one sale a day. All right, I picked up this foot pedal. It was $2.99, and so with my discount, it was cheaper. Didn't want to do any math. My phone is ringing again. Go away. It just says Model N on the bottom, so I went ahead and looked up, because I always go over to that section of the store that has the bags on the, or cords. Savers puts them in bags. Goodwill just puts them up on the wall. And I always go over and check those out because, as I mentioned the other day, blanket controllers sell pretty well. Some of them, I mean, they range anywhere from, $12 to $25, depending on what you have. And most of the time you end up with 2 of them for very little money. So, and they're really easy to sell and people need them. And it's the season for electronic blankets or electric blankets. Not electronic, but electric blankets. So I would go over there and check for them, but this was over there, the little foot pedal. And it was $2.99, and it looks like it sells from anywhere around the same as like an electric blanket controller. It goes to a brother sewing machine, and they're ranging anywhere from $10 to $25. So I figured I could probably just list it for $14.95 free shipping and be done with it. All right, next. I didn't look this up, but it's a barista bear from 2004, I believe. Yeah. Starbucks Barista 33rd edition. I didn't look it up. It was $2.99. I thought he was pretty cute with his little backpack and stuff. Let's open it. Maybe there's money inside. There's no money inside. Boo. But he's got his little jacket, and he's got a sweater on and a shirt. And no joke, you guys, this is not like a fake shirt sweater combo. It's a whole sweater and a whole shirt. They weren't playing around. Let me go ahead and look him up. I didn't really like buy him to sell. Like, I mean, if he's worth money, I'll sell him, but I just bought him to buy him. Which there aren't any listed. That's always good. I see people sometimes that are like, there's this thing I have, and oh, here's one. $12.99. Start back to school boy bear. I would have put like university. He definitely looks like a university kid. I'm gonna put millennial. I think that'll be my keyword. He's a millennial bear. Because he's got his little backpack and stuff. He's a college student. I was saying something and then I forgot. Anyway, so there's that. Next plushie I got. Some ding dong at a garage sale tried to sell for $6 and then they donated it. And I'm pretty sure somebody tried to offer them less and they're like, no, I want $6. And then they had to donate it to the store because nobody's going to pay $6 with the hipster bear. He's not even close to a hipster. Do you see this thing? This is not close to a hipster. This is like a preppy bear. He would have skinny jeans on. Okay. So, Shaggy Dog. At least that's what they said it is. It's not Shaggy Dog. Hang on, where's the little sticker? Yeah. Shaggy Dog, $6. This is not Shaggy Dog. This is Bud, dog from Russ Berry. On the tag right here, you can see it says Bud. And I paid $3.99 for him minus my discount. And he's in good condition, actually. He just needs to be brushed out. And he's nice big size. And he's pretty cute, actually. When I did my research, the last one that sold for $20. So I thought it would be a safe buy. And when I get into buying plush, I just buy it. Let's see. There's one listed right now that has its tag, and it's listed for $36.99 plus shipping. And the one that's sold is right here. It's sold for $19.99 free shipping. So I figured it'd be a pretty easy sell. I can just steal this person's keywords. They got pretty good ones. Since there's already sold, and I can just do a sell similar. I had started to try to help me with my listings to be more faster. Whenever I was doing research, I would just go in and find the one that already sold and it's completed, and, you know, kind of generally use their title. Actually, this needs to be changed up a lot. I need some more keywords in here. But when I found something that I kind of wanted to sell something similar of, I would just go in and press the sell similar button and then scroll down and save it as a draft. And I would even kind of like put the price in there too, just to kind of help. So I didn't have to do research again. That's a Google's dog? What's a Google's dog? What's Google's dog? Google's dog. Dog Googles. Doggles. Dog goggles. I'm not finding Google's dog. You're going to have to help me here. All right, next. So this was one that I bought just because it seemed boutique-y, and I'll show you why. And it smells good. Like, it smells like baby bed. Not baby bed that got threw up in, but like baby bed that's like nice, fresh, new baby bed, like Drift. Okay, so this is a Nat and Jules Zutano giraffe. And so when I did my research with Zutano giraffe, it didn't come up with a lot. I did find a blanket, and that was it. And so me always liking to err on the side of rare, if I can't find something like it, instead of like some people that are like, I can't find something like it, I put it back. I'm like, oh, I didn't find something like it, so then I put it in my cart. So the only thing that's there is this, which is not the same giraffe I have. This is a blanket. And then I didn't look up the Nat and Jules. Okay, so here's some more Nat and Jules. So I wonder if this was like a partnership one, that the two of them like made a special giraffe. Let's see, Nat, Jules. Did I say the name of this thing was? Zutano giraffe. They like partnered up and like made something together. No. Zutano Owl Blanket by Nat and Jules. I don't know. They make cute plushies though. So I didn't see one like it, which is, I guess, good to me. Jungle Boogie Giraffe Plush. It's on their website. Okay. Well, there's not any on eBay, so that works. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's him. That's him. Oh, wait. No, this is not. Because this one's too big, isn't it? I don't think mine's 15 inches. Maybe it is. Anyway, there's none on eBay, so that works for me. I'll put them up for more than $16. I've sold things before for more than they're new on their website, like of the company, just because there wasn't any on eBay and the people didn't go looking for it on the company's website. They went looking for it on eBay. Next. I couldn't find one of these. This is why I like doing treasure sharing, because like with my giraffe, one of you guys tells me where it is and what it's called. This is Mickey Mouse. What I call like hanging. I called it hanging, and I've always called them hanging. Anything like this that had the little armies that hung down. It's original Disney. I've never seen this tag before. And then it has the Disney tags on the back with the UPC. I couldn't find one of these, like hanging Mickeys with the Velcro hands. It was $1.99, so oh, a hugger. One witch lady says they're called huggers. Okay. See? This is why I loved you guys. You are my friends and you help me so much. Let's see. Okay, so Mickey Mouse hugger. That's a word I didn't know. I don't know if he's a hugger. Looks like the huggers have smaller arms. And this one's the ones that hang up. He's not, this particular one is not coming up under hugger. I'll have to keep doing some research. But I didn't find one like this, so I bought him. Here's an item I haven't seen in a very long time. I used to get very excited if I saw one of these at the store. I ran across a Goodwill one time because I saw it on the shelf in the box. Like I saw the box and I was like, oh my goodness. They're not worth nearly as much money as they used to be. But I haven't seen one of these in like 2 years, so I went ahead and bought it without even researching it. It's a Zarafina tea maker. The last couple ones I had, I think I actually sold on Amazon. They make hot tea. It's almost like the Keurig of teas. The very first one I found was several years ago. Gosh, it's had to be about 4 years or more. But I went ahead and bought this unit, not knowing if it worked or not, just to go ahead and part it out, just because I knew the whole units were pretty pricey. And I paid, what did I pay for this? It was $5.99 minus my discount. And I remember one time I paid $30 for a unit in the box because it was new in the box. And I think I sold it for $100 and some odd dollars. So I think this was a good buy to part it out. You can see the water tank sold on best offer for $15 plus $10 in shipping. That's rude because you can ship this water tank for first class. Yeah, this is a really good part out. So this will be in my part out video. Guys, I have not forgotten about you about doing the part out video. I'm going to tell you what my dilemma is. Okay. It's hard to set up video to position it to take a good video of a table area. Plus, I need to also have the ability to kind of share the research with you. I would also really like to do it live. because I want to be able to answer questions, because I know parting out is one of the most asked questions I have aside from shipping, which I did shoot a shipping video Monday because I had like 10 different items, but it wasn't a video that I actually talked in. It was a kind of just day in the life. This is me shipping. You can watch me ship. If you have any questions, just ask about, you know, what were you doing in that particular thing. I don't know if that model of video actually is going to work for you guys. It was just an experiment, and I haven't like spliced together the video, and I wasn't even sure if it was worth even posting because I wasn't sure if that model was even going to work or be helpful to anyone. It was just something that I was trying. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's something that I should do? I mean, it literally is a video. It's like 45 minutes, hour long, of me with the camera positioned at this table, doing my shipping. So it basically is showing how I package things. And it was everything from small poly bags up to an item that was 24 by 8 by 8 by 18 by 18. It was a 24 by 18 by 18 box. So in all in between. But yeah, like I said, I just didn't post it because I just wasn't sure like if it was even going to be useful to anyone. In the parts video, I have the parts, like I have the machines that I want to part out for the parts video. I just haven't figured out how and what is the best way to present it to you guys as it being like the most helpful. I don't know, I'm confused. So your feedback is much appreciated. All right. Next up. So this Zarafina will end up going into the parts video as well. Let me look up Zarafina on Amazon and see what the prices are looking like over there. That way you know if you see one that they're definitely worth picking up. Let's see. Zarafina tea. Looks like there are none new. And they are, the last new one that was listed at $105.97 back in August, and it's sold. There was one listed at $399.95 back in February. Oh, I guess I could share my screen with you, couldn't I? Or you just want to look at my face talking to you about something you can't see. I've done that video before. Thank you guys for being so understanding on that, of me talking about something you cannot see. But here's one, $400 back in January. I don't know if it's sold or they lowered the price, but there was something that sold that day that the price changed. So I don't know if they lowered the price and then it sold, or if it sold at that price and there was another one. But even still, it was $200 and then one sold, and then there was one $299 and it sold, and then one $119 and it sold. So yeah, if you see the Zarafinas new in the box, I would pick it up. I bet you these say things are missing. Yep, everything's there except the teapot. Well, then you can't put that on this listing then, because it says it has the whole suite, including the teacups and the everything. So you can't list on this listing saying that it doesn't have things. That's against the rules. And almost every one of these is missing the stuff that it comes with. So good job, guys. This one's following the rules. And this one's following the rules. So the rest of them are rule breakers. So if you see Zarafinas in the box, you can still run across the store and buy them like I did. Get out of the way! funny, Mother of Dragons. Says the parts video is in pieces. Ha 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 ha. All right. Sorry, need more coffee. This turned into a way longer video than I thought it was going to be. Apparently, I wanted to babble today. The very last thing I got, I actually bought a couple other things that were personal. This is for my daughter's room. She loves owls. Isn't that adorable? And there's a lamp. So cute. I paid $1.99 for this lamp. And then minus 30%. And then this picture was $7.99 minus the 30%. But this is so cute. She has owls in her bathroom too. I think that's all I bought, guys. So I guess we had the one big standout on this little Boston Scientific machine that I need to do some more research on. And other than that, just breads and butters. I will try to get a schedule down for the parts video. I might ask your feedback on how you think would be best presented of that. I really do want to do it live, though. I think it would be much more beneficial to do live. I just got to figure out how to do it, because I need to be able to screen share, but I also need to be able to take a video of the table, because it's not going to do me any good to be sitting here in front of the computer trying to show you stuff. That would be a mess. That would be not a good video. So I just got to figure out the logistics of it all, and I will get it together, because I know it's going to be helpful. It's highly important. Parts are things that people miss out on a lot. So, all right. If you have any questions, let me know before I leave, because I will be closing this out here in just a couple of minutes. So go ahead and ask your questions if you have questions, right now. Right now. Mother Dragon says, I pulled out old kitchen appliances that I haven't used in years. The ones that are shoved on top of the shelves. That's why whenever you buy some of the appliances, it's got this grease dust, because the kitchen, no matter what, gets particles in the air. And if you have something sitting there for 10 years up in a thing, it's going to get this layer of grease dust. I see it all the time. Anyway, and sold them. I wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for your suggestions. Yay. See, I helped somebody. All right, guys. Well, I don't see any questions. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Oh, wait, hang on. I haven't wanted to ask for a long time. What is the blue thing behind you with the snowflake on it? It is a Frozen Halloween trick-or-treat thing. And it has an Elsa wig on there. And I was going to list it. Okay, this is how we get paralyzed by trying to make things perfect. I've had that bag, that trick-or-treat. It's a plush trick-or-treat bag with Elsa and a crown. And I've also had an Elsa brand new wig that I was going to list for Halloween. But I didn't list it because I have an Elsa dress that needs a minor hem pull fix. And I was like, oh, if I can just fix that hem, then I could just sell it as a whole lot. Well, obviously I didn't fix the hem. So then now it's almost December and I have an Elsa basket sitting there still that I've had since last year. So go Deb. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out. This was fun. I like hanging out with you guys. Sharing my junk. I should just call it junk sharing. So, all right, guys, y'all have a really wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. I always appreciate you taking the time to watch and come and chat in the chat. It's fun to interact with you guys. And I will check y'all later. I hope everybody's having better sales than I am. because I don't know what happened, but breathe. I ain't got no sales, y'all. All right. Bye, you guys. Check you later.